SHALAWAM. YAHAWAH by YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is GMS StopnListen. Just trying to further the truth, man, the best way we can, because we don't have long left, before YAHAWASHI returns and set this kingdom up, this glorious kingdom up, Israel. So we just trying to push this truth into the end, man. I'm gonna try to, share with the brotherhood what I'll be reading, man, and just reading 2 Timothy 2:1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in YAHAWASHI Mashiach." So it says, be strengthened in the grace, man. Be strengthened in his goodwill, be strengthened in that divine influence of the mind to think upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, verse 2, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also." So he said, the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men. Paul was telling Timothy, the same doctrine that you hear me teach, the same mysteries that I break down, the way that I explain it, right? Same way you commit to that and you do the same, right? Who shall be able to teach others also? Because the Lord has picked certain men. It takes a special kind of men to basically teach fools, man. Because a lot of these cats out here are fools. So YAHAWASHI has his pick of men who he's sending out here to teach these certain people, man. The doctrine, the true doctrine, the way it's supposed to be explained. And we teach it the way we have been taught by our elders, right? It says, verse 3, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of YAHAWASHI Mashiach." It says endure hardness, man. So we have to suffer. We're going to be afflicted in this truth. We're going to go through evils. We're going to go through hardships. We're going to go through sufferings. We're going to go through troubles. Right now, the thing that's going on, you have a lot of guys who falling out. Instead of them knowing that it's YAHAWASHI, it's something they have done against YAHAWASHI for him to make them fall out. He's took his mercy from them and his grace from them and given them the doctrine. They think it's the men, the teachers, and the other brothers that's doing it to them. So they're coming against the brotherhood. Those are troubles, we go through. We have to endure through that. We have to endure through these cares of this world, man. Because you gotta remember, some brothers have wives and children, and you have mothers and fathers and whatnot, and they believe in this world. Because when you come into the truth, you're out of this world, man. You living for YAHAWASHI and the things that he say. So you're not going to be doing the things that the world do, right? It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. So we have to go through this different scourges that's brought against us. Some brothers might have to go through even imprisonment, and some brothers might have to suffer through death. So if you gotta face death, then you go through that suffering, right? Knowing that the Lord is gonna bring you back. If you've done all you've done, you put your best foot forward in this truth and done everything He's asked. You have to have that faith that He's gonna bring you back, like He said, and put you on the chariots. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of YAHAWASHI Mashiach." YAHAWASHI is the captain of salvation, man. He's our commander, And when you go into the military, using the military, basically, if you're not drafted, that's like when war is inevitable, they'll put a draft. But other than that, you basically volunteer to go into the military. It's a voluntary thing to go in and serve. With the truth, we basically are doing the same thing, but we really don't know that we have been volunteered to volunteer. The elect is chosen. If you're part of that elect, there's nothing you can do. When you hear this word, you're going to come into the truth. So we have been volunteered to basically volunteer, you know. And when you come into like a military, the person who you basically, when you come in, when you serving, you want your commanders to look at you as a good soldier, man. A soldier always does his task. A soldier, the task is asked of him, and he goes far and beyond the tasks that are asked of him. He does extra, you know. And in the end, when you're looked up, when you're brought out front of the platoon or the company or the battalion, the colonels and the generals, when they say, hey, they speak highly of you, they normally pin a medal on your chest or whatnot, or some kind of coin or a crown. So this is the same thing that we're seeking in the truth. We're trying to do everything to our best of our ability in this truth and do what YAHAWASHI says, the commandments we have been given, and the way that he wants us to go, and the structure in this truth, the structure that we go by to obtain those incorruptible crowns in the end. Because it tells you in 2nd Ezra that certain men are going to be crowned. It says, who's that man of high stature that's putting crowns on certain men's heads? Paraphrasing. We've all read that, you know, 2nd Ezra, around 42 to like 46. You know, those are the crowns we're looking for. We're looking for our name to be spoken of highly in the end, not now. Soldiers of this army are looking to be spoken highly of to people now. They want the glory now. We're looking for the glory in the end. So we're going to endure these hardships and going to be looked at a certain way, you know. So it says, 2 Timothy 2 and 3, it says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him whom have chosen him to be a soldier. Right? It said, no man warreth. When that warreth, it says, I looked that up, Greek 4754, strat your mind. It says to make a military expedition, to lead soldiers to war or battle, spoken of a commander, to serve in a military campaign, to execute the apostolate with the arduous duty and functions, to contend with carnal inclinations, soldier, go to warfare. Right? So it says no man going to war, basically if you go into battle, entangleth himself. Entangleth himself is Greek 1707, implical, to enweave of a thing, to entangle, to involve in, to intertwine, that is figurative, to involve with, right, with the affairs of this life. So when you're a soldier in battle, you can't really be worried about what your wife is doing. I wonder what she's doing at this particular moment. I wonder if she's talking to her ex-boyfriend. I wonder if my daughter's still dating that one dude I don't like. I wonder if my bills are getting paid. Those particular things like that, you can't entangle yourself with, involve yourself with, or you won't make it back. Because when your mind starts thinking of all those other things as such, then you quick to take a bullet. So your main focus is that particular warfare that you're warring. Concentrating on that warfare that you're warring. Not thinking about what's going on. Because you have to think about what's happening where you at to survive. You know? And it says to please him that's chosen you. For, as like we said, we're using the analogy of army. You're trying to please that general and that colonel and that general. To say, yeah, he's a good soldier. But this warfare we warn is spiritual warfare. So we can't entangle ourselves. We have to, our warfare is dealing with these scriptures. And trying to wake the elect up. And dealing with all the obstacles that come. But we can't entangle ourselves in this life around us, the cares of this world either. Because who are we trying to please? Please him that has chosen you to be a soldier. Who's chosen us to be a soldier? YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. So we're trying to please him, to do what's right in these scriptures and please him, man. He's the one who we're trying to please, man. You know? So this is a serious thing, man. You know, because you hear cats all the time, I'm a soldier. A soldier for who? A soldier for what? You know? It says, verse 5, and if any man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So if you're doing what's right, you know, like in this world, the masters that they're running for, the crowns that they're getting, it's basically corruptible, man. It's a fading crown, you know. You know, just like when you go back in the old Olympics, back when the Greeks, when they used to do all the running and whatnot, and the wrestling and whatnot, when they got crowned, there was a crown of twisted up tree leaves and whatnot, and they stuck it on their heads and stuff. Those crowns are like corruptible, man, because that shit faded away at one time, you know. But the crowns we're striving for, these are eternal crowns, man. And we're trying to do it according to the laws that have been fixed before us to exercise in. These laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible, man. So we're trying to strive to get those incorruptible crowns. That's what it's all about, you know. I'm gonna read one more scripture, and I think this is 2 Timothy 4. It's 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. You have fought a good fight, man. You know, finish my course. When the course we're trying to run, we're running a course right now, and when this course is finished, that's when the elect are going to get the crowns, man. You know, it's I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith, and that's the main thing, that you keep the faith, man, to the end, till your course is ran. And whenever you run a race, what do? As you get close to the end of that race, you run harder, man. So that's what we're striving for, man. This warfare we fighting, man. We have been volunteered to do this by YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. And we're doing it to the best of our ability to please him, you know. Amen. With that, I hope this was edifying, you know. All praise be YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And double honors to the apostles, our elders who teach, man, who rule well, who teach us, man, who explains the breakdowns of these scriptures, like Paul told Timothy. And we do the same as such. The way that it's explained to us, that's the way we explain it to other men. We teach other men, you know. And peace and blessings, man, to the elect brothers, man. out there pushing this truth on the four corners of the globe. All truth and sincerity. Strength of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man. With that, man, it's GMS Stop and Listen. Shalawam.